I can see how heavy your heart has been, and how your mind has been racing in circles, searching for solutions you can't seem to discover on your own. So please lean in close to my voice now, beloved. I am Jesus, your Savior and ever-present companion, and I assure you that every tear you have wept has been used for something. I haven't missed a single restless night. I still send Archangel Michael to watch over you and defend you in the invisible conflicts that surround your house, money, and relationships. This is not unique to you. I am aware of the unspoken queries that go through your mind. How am I going to survive this month, Lord? How can I maintain the unity of my family? With my heart feeling so frail, how can I continue? I am the God who increases what seemed too tiny. I tell you now, I am the one who fixes things that seem to be beyond repair. The voices that tell you that you are not good enough are silenced by me. I am your provider, even while financial hardships surround you. Your hope should be defined by me, not by the state of the economy, your employment, your financial situation, or other people's perceptions. Don't restrict my supply even when you don't see it. I can provide for you in 1,000 ways. Archangel Michael moves ahead of you, removing barriers you aren't even aware of yet. Regarding your relationships, I am aware of the angry words and the icy silences that have formed between once close hearts. I am the one who restores things that seem insurmountable. I will show you how to forgive when treachery has occurred. I will rekindle the link when there has been a lapse. However, you have to have greater faith in me than in your fear. When you want to retreat, speak love. When your flesh seeks retribution, choose grace. You will be empowered by my Spirit to do what you are unable to achieve on your own. This is not only optimistic rhetoric, it is the veracity of the one who has forever. You may trust me with your whole future, since I never let you down. Lift your head and declare out, Jesus is fighting for me. When the devil tries to convince you that you're too far gone, that your debt is too great, or that your marriage is too ruined, I am under the protection of Archangel Michael. I'm not alone myself. Jesus is fighting for me, you say. I will not give up. These statements break invisible chains. Angels are sent whenever you speak with trust rather than fear. Heaven is in motion, the tide shifts. You see, just because things became difficult doesn't mean your narrative is done. In the midst of what seems to be disaster, some of the best chapters are created. My specialty is turning cemeteries into gardens. I may use that financial catastrophe as evidence of my ability to create rivers out of deserts. I have the ability to paint redemption in dazzling letters of grace over that strained relationship, that painful marriage, and that misbehaving kid. Just because you can't see what I'm doing yet doesn't mean you should discount it. Simply because you haven't experienced it yet. Although your emotions are genuine, they are not necessarily accurate. I always keep my word. You are blessed, not cursed according to my word. You are not abandoned, you are selected. You are not forgotten, you are protected. I am infusing your soul with new confidence right now. I'm giving those worn out spots new life. I am providing assistance in unexpected ways. Archangel Michael may not be visible to you, but the fact that you sense my tranquility all about you is sufficient evidence that you are protected. My child, walk boldly in faith and love. With your super thanksgiving, let the truth of my word reach those who long for the light. Join me in this divine mission to heal and uplift. Click on the super thanksgiving button and be enveloped in my grace. Now, and listen to this message further. On certain days, terror will try to ring your doorbell once again. Look at that dread and tell yourself, you don't get to have me when the bills start piling up. The disagreement erupts, or your own mind attempts to remind you of previous mistakes. This war has already been won by my Jesus. Then continue to praise me as if the victory has already been achieved. For in my sight it has. Archangel Michael, keep vigil at my door. I want you to realize, child, that I am not punishing you by deprivation. I'm not the only one educating you via heartache. Yes, suffering teaches you things, but I did not create evil. Every sad moment is redeemed by me. I am able to restore what you have lost. I am able to repair whatever you have damaged. So get near once again. Let go of the guilt you've been harboring. Put an end to the guilt you're carrying around like a chain. Place it at my feet. I consider you forgiven. You seem clean to me. You are mine in my eyes. The winds of adversity will blow harsher in the days to come. But keep in mind that winds only deepen roots. Even at difficult times, you will stand because I am your foundation, not because you're strong enough on your own. I also don't tremble, say it now. Jesus has control over my life. Let those words serve as a weapon in your mouth. I will not be afraid of the future. Allow your family to be protected by your prayers. Continue to praise. Continue to have faith. Continue to be forgiving. Although they may seem to be modest beginnings, miracles are on the horizon. Don't hate the little open doors. Don't ignore the little seemingly unimportant benefits. These are seeds. That additional check, that unanticipated act of generosity, that little change in someone's heart. Take care of them with appreciation. I'll force them to develop. When you put your confidence in me first, your money will be rewarded. As you let go of your resentment, Your relationships will improve. As you focus on me, your mind will be at ease, because you are worth fighting for. Archangel Michael will continue to stand watch. Remain close to me above the den. Hear my voice. Make my promises more audible than your anxieties. Remind the darkness that the King of Kings calls you cherished, and that his angels are always on guard. When it whispers that you are alone, it's not over yet. There will always be more than this. Better times are coming, and I'll accompany you on every step. Type "I trust you, Jesus," and see what happens. Thus cling firmly to this hope, because as you continue to walk with me, doors that you have never even knocked on will open. Behind the scenes, I'm making relationships with individuals who will support you, provide opportunities for you, and bless you in ways that money cannot purchase. And you'll know it's me, because it will be much better than anything you could have made on your own. What restricts you does not limit me. I mean it when I proclaim that I am your provider, Jehovah Jireh. Have enough faith in me to let go of your rigid expectations about how things should go, and allow me to surprise you with how I will make it happen. On some days it could seem like nothing is changing. The same expenses, the same tense discussions, the same anxieties attempting to resurface in your mind. But the ground under your feet becomes stronger. Every time you decide to stand on my promise rather than give up, each act of trust is a brick placed on the solid base of your future. Even the tiniest gesture of faith is valued in heaven. I understand. When you decide to forgive instead of swearing, when you decide to donate, when you feel like you have nothing left over, I can understand. I can tell when you're determined to keep going, even when it seems simpler to give up. With me, nothing is wasted. Although you are surrounded, you believe you are fighting this war alone. Michael the Archangel is still at your side. He continues to fight against scams that target your family, wealth, and mental health. My angels are real. I have actual power. You battle with heaven at your side, not only with your own flesh and blood. So, dear, raise your head. As a child of the King, you sit with me at my table. Rather than begging for crumbs, more clarity, more resources, and more repair than you ever thought imaginable are on the horizon for you. I am aware of how you have been disregarded and undervalued by those who ought to have supported you. I am the one who praises what men reject, who elevates the lowly, and who makes the last the first. Therefore, don't spend any more time reliving who didn't have faith in you. Take a look at me. I have faith in you. I intentionally created you with talents that the world still needs. I will not let death or dashed hopes to overshadow your mission. Regarding your future, don't be afraid. The goal of the adversary is to instill fear in your heart so that you anticipate catastrophe. However, I sow seeds of optimism that blossom into bountiful gardens. You won't be abandoned without assistance. You won't be abandoned without affection. There won't be any purpose left for you. Tests will be administered, but each one will demonstrate the strength I have given you. Say it again, Jesus is my refuge. Archangel Michael is watching over me. Speak out because what you say matters. It silences the voice of lack. So speak it, it serves as a reminder to your spirit that you are a part of an uncheckable kingdom. Therefore speak it. Love one, keep your heart pure. The very benefits I'm bringing your way will be tainted by bitterness. Protect your soul against greed, envy, and jealousy for what I have reserved for you. You don't have to compete with anybody. You have what I have for you, what I have planned for your life. No one, no demon in hell, and no economic storm can take away the voice of fear. What if you lose everything? What if my Jesus restores more than I ever lost? Is a daring response. The vows I've made are stronger than any dangers from the future. The angels I have assigned are no match for the storms that lie ahead. Light now resides inside you, and the darkness cannot claim you. Where you have settled for survival, I am urging you to dream anew, to pray braver and to believe larger, believing I can do great things through you is a sign of faith, not pride. I like faith. Faith is a powerful force. Fear keeps doors closed, but faith opens them. Therefore keep in mind that I am with you at those times when you are waiting in line at the bank, sitting at the kitchen table, looking at bills that haven't been paid, or lying awake, wondering whether your marriage will survive. I am nearer than the next breath you take. You may call upon heaven's assistance by whispering my name, Michael. The archangel will not back down with his sword out. He is stationed at the entrance to your breakthrough. My spirit is giving you the discernment to make choices that will increase your possessions. I'm bringing with me heavenly concepts, methods for creating, building, investing, saving, and blessing. You carry my thoughts, and nothing is too difficult for me. I'll teach you how to manage your possessions so that they become your testimony. Remember, child, obedience opens doors that brilliance and hard work cannot. Have enough faith in me to follow my instructions, to sow even if you desire to hoard. If pride tells you not to apologize, trust me enough to do so. Even when it seems nice to your body, trust me enough to leave what takes your calm. My paths lead to life, and they are higher. Lack won't be the end of your narrative. There won't be sadness at the conclusion of your narrative. I composed the last chapter. so your narrative will conclude with glory. Furthermore, you are more than a conqueror, according to my word. My story ends in victory. Please understand that I'm not only talking to your head, I'm also talking to the most profound aspects of your soul that needed this reminder today. Additionally, keep in mind that waiting is not a waste of time as you cling to this promise. I understand how you feel, torn between what you see and what I've said. I understand that you may be wondering if you missed my voice or whether you did anything wrong that caused the blessing to be delayed. But listen to me now, you won't miss what I have for you. Denial is not the same as delay, because I'm giving you the power to hold what you've asked for. Some replies take time. If you lack the knowledge to handle your financial blessing, what good is it? If the same wounds continue to rip apart restored love, what good is it? I am not only bestowing things onto you, I am molding you to maintain them. So worship while you wait. Praise me when you're wondering. Let your thanksgiving serve as evidence that you believe in God's timetable. My grace keeps you safe as our angel. Michael fights conflicts that would overwhelm you if you saw them all at once. Know that I see, know and adore you, despite your fatigue and feelings of invisibility to the outside world. When you come to me, you don't need to act tough. Express your frustrations, your perplexity, and your personal anxieties. I am capable of managing them all. I came for the broken. Therefore, I am not embarrassed of your struggles. For the afflicted I came. For those who believe, they ought to be further advanced. By now, but art. I arrived. I come to get you, and I'm not going to abandon you. The way I discovered you, I pour forth my strength. Whenever you admit your vulnerability, I give you serenity. Every time you give me your rage, I offer you grace that makes your soul sweet. Every time you bring me your bitterness, this is change, not wishful thinking. You ask again and again, Lord, when? But the actual question is, Lord, as I wait, who do you want me to become? Since you are aware that I am in control of future, I want you to become fearless about it. It breaks the back of scarcity. Therefore, I want you to learn to be generous with what you have right now. I want you to develop into someone who has a profound love, is quick to forgive, and has an everlasting perspective. Bills will be paid, money will flow in, and doors will open. Furthermore, you will experience a freedom that cannot be purchased with money, a freedom that affirms that I have Jesus. No matter what I lose, I am adored regardless of who leaves. Heaven will always be there for me, no matter how tight circumstances become. Now declare, I will not be afraid of lack, the worrying that threatens to reappear late at night. should be sent away by the realization that Jesus is my provider. Take a deep breath and remind yourself that you are more than your income. When you start to feel anxious about the figures in your account, your debt does not define you. Where you live and what you drive are not who you are. I have vowed to take care of you, since you are my adored. Your love and support mean everything to us as we continue sharing God's message of hope, faith, and blessings. If this message has touched your heart, we humbly invite you to show your gratitude by giving at least $11. Super thanks are your choice each month. Whoever can give super thanks, please give as much as possible. And whoever cannot, please try to read this message completely. Your generosity helps us create more uplifting content that inspires souls and brings people closer to God. By clicking the Super Thanks button below, you're not just supporting our work, you're becoming a part of this divine mission to spread God's love to those who need it most. Thank you for your kindness. Stay blessed, stay joyful, and may God's grace always be with you. Some will make fun of your religion. They will accuse you of being naive, for having faith in things that are invisible. Let them speak, you are answerable to me, not to them, and when it doesn't make sense, I reward those who believe. When it would be simpler to flee, I provide rewards to those who remain. When retaliation appears warranted, I reward people who show forgiveness. My blessing is about your witness, not simply about your comfort. People are observing you and questioning my authenticity. They hear what you have to say, but they want to know whether you are really at peace and if your optimism will last when the storms come. And it will, kid, because it's based on me, not on wishful thinking. Therefore, don't be scared to talk about your struggles. Don't keep your struggles a secret. Others are encouraged to hope anew by your candor. Your openness is a bridge that brings my love into areas your polished appearance never could. I make use of damaged items. Willing hearts are what I utilize. I make use of those who say, Lord. Even though I'm afraid, I still trust you. And keep in mind that my whole army of heaven is prepared at my command. So our angel Michael is not battling alone. Your faith-filled prayer causes supply to flow, angels to move, and bonds to shatter. The findings will be visible to you, even if you can't see them. There will still be difficult times in the future, but they will just highlight how stable I am underfoot. They won't break you when unforeseen costs arrive. When a familiar miscommunication occurs, it won't break you. You will not be owned by your previous worries. When they attempt to resurface, you are learning to stand on the uncheckable. For that reason, you're learning to use worship as a weapon. You are coming to see that my kindness is a reality, right now rather than a far-off hope. You are seeing that you just get my favor, like rain on parched soil. You cannot turn it. I trust you, Jesus. You say again these words. I am not alone, reach heaven and up and hell schemes. These phrases serve as a reminder that I find things that seem difficult to be simple. Rest tonight, my darling. You can sleep knowing that I'm working. You may rest easy, knowing that Archangel Michael is watching over you. You may be certain that tomorrow will bring new possibilities, new kindness and unexpected solutions. I own you, you are cherished. You're safe, you are taken care of. I am arousing bravery in you now, courage to face each day with expectation instead of dread, and I want you to rise with a new boldness in your spirit as dawn breaks over your life once again. This boldness declares, I refuse to fear what might go wrong, because I trust the one who makes it right. I am teaching you how to live, really live based on trust. Not fear, because you have spent too many mornings thinking about how to survive. Remember this when you open your eyes tomorrow. I've already left before you. I have prepared answers to questions you haven't even asked yet, and I have arranged your steps. Archangel Michael is at your side, avoiding obstacles and thwarting the enemy's schemes before they have a chance to harm you. Let thankfulness be your first line of defense. As you go on to the court, give thanks for what you haven't seen yet. I appreciate the upcoming phone call. Thank you for the surprise check, the message of forgiveness, and the new beginning in a relationship you had assumed was over. I am aware that you have a lot of what ifs. What happens if the bills are not paid? What if I never get their forgiveness? What happens if I don't get a job? What happens if I can't repair what I damaged? But I am stronger than your fear, dear, and every what if yields to my I am more resilient than your concern. Do you really believe that your bare cabinets or your strained finances can frighten me? I am the same God who fed 5,000 people with a little of bread and fish. Never your feeling of security will constantly be challenged by this reality. Markets fluctuate in value. Individuals evolve, opportunities change. However, I remain the same. My word is reliable. If I made a commitment to be your provider, then my word cannot be broken. Every assault would only demonstrate my fidelity when it fell at your feet. If I had said that, no weapon created against you would succeed. Therefore, declare my truth over your circumstances today. Rather than letting fear consume your energies, look at that unpaid bill and say, Jehovah Jireh will supply my need. Look at that strange relationship and say, the restorer is at work even now. Look at that fear of losing what little you have left, and say, my God multiplies everything, He wastes nothing. Speak faith, because faith is a powerful force. If only you could see what I see. Angels opening roads, preparing hearts, changing situations, and moving through your house. Archangel Michael is upholding the triumph I have already achieved. He is not engaged in a lost struggle until every plot against you is foiled. His sword remains drawn. People will let you down sometimes, but try not to let it break your heart. More quickly than any financial loss could ever stop, the flow of my gift, bitterness, will do so. Come to me when others fail you. At my feet lay the offense, in order to keep your hands open for what I have in store for you next. Please forgive me immediately. This season is about learning, not about defeat. I'm teaching you to rely entirely on me, not on the structures of the world, not on the views of others, and not on your own efforts. You're becoming better at hearing my voice. Above the commotion, you're discovering that who holds you is more valuable than what you own. Your death won't define you. Relationships that end will not define you. The errors you committed when you were ignorant won't define you. My blood, my commitment, and my name, inscribed over your life in unwavering love, define you. When you feel like you'll never be able to catch up or be financially free, take a stance and say, my future is secure in Christ. Archangel Michael fights for my provision. Even if your voice falters, your shaky faith still scares hell. In this statement, you are being set up for growth, not simply for survival. Unexpected paths will lead to some benefits. Don't confine me to a single source. A door that is closed in one location will take you directly into an unexpected new opening. Don't lament the end. Have faith that I'm creating space for the better. If you believe it, type this right now. I trust you with my future, Jesus. Let it be your daily mantra and your calm admission. When the numbers don't match up, or when the people you care about don't behave the way you expected them to, your life will serve as evidence that faith is effective. Chains are broken by such praise that despite dangers, whether they be relational, financial, or spiritual, they are unable to stop heaven's protection. When you might have given up, I see you persevering even when it hurts. I see love in you, with tears in your eyes and a fiery soul. I picture you standing in adoration. What you're doing in private won't remain secret. I assure you, what no one else sees I will reward. I'll respect what you gave up. Your sacrifice will be multiplied by me into wonders that defy rational explanation. So dear, take a big breath tonight. Take it easy, and tomorrow rise with courage. Michael the archangel keeps vigil at your door. My spirit fills your heart with hope, and any danger to your tranquility is under my feet as your Jesus. Your narrative doesn't finish here, so raise your head, dear. You are entering a time of provision, safety, and tranquility that no danger can rob. Michael the archangel is on watch, and the first Jesus, I am at your side faithfully completing what I started. Continue to express optimism, provide forgiveness promptly, and give big praise. I can assure you that the future will surpass the past. You may rest tonight, knowing that heaven is watching out for you, and that I have your future in my hands. Say it again with confidence, Jesus. I fully trust you, and see how I transform every fear into triumph. Please subscribe to support our channel and turn on bell notification.